Hello, all. Welcome to our fall session with Somerset Community College. And my name is Teresa Terry, and I will be working with you on your Intro to Music course during this fall semester. Now, this week, you're going to notice that all Somerset Community Colleges are going with the Ultra format for Blackboard course shells, and I'm pulling mine up as we speak. And it's going to have a whole new layout. You're going to have a copy of your posted announcement that was sent to your email. You can find it on the left-hand column known as Details and Actions once you click on your Ultra course to open it. And I can't move the location of that announcement. All those are fixed. So you'll just have to scroll down till you see announcements, and you see a little megaphone with that. And you're going to click that open and read it. That's the first most important thing you need to do is read that announcement, because in there I provide a lot of detailed information. It's where you're seeing this video, and it's going to help guide you through what you need to do this week in the course to stay up to date, current, and keep yourself from being reported a no-show in the course for this first week. Now, once you've read that announcement, you're going to see some folders opened and deployed to the right. And you click on these folders, both modules, individual folders, documents, to open up everything you need in that section to look over, read, study, and so forth. So the first thing the college wants us to do is have you look at a folder known as Getting Started Course Overview. You have to go through each item in this particular folder module because there's information about how to contact your instructor. There's some stuff about the course description. Your syllabus is embedded in there as well. There are some helpful Blackboard Ultra guides that the college has provided for students. There's a statement about accommodations, and this is for students with disabilities. There are academic resources, information. There's the Blackboard app and other things, technology, troubleshooting, and resources to help you get that straightened out. So hopefully you'll have ease of navigation with your Blackboard course shells, and quite probably your Connect as well, since a lot of us have moved into the online ebook Connect access type setting to save students money from having to go back to the old textbook. And with music, CDs, and all that stuff, it was just getting ridiculously expensive. And then, of course, there's some stuff about netiquette, how to have etiquette on the net. And then when you are through looking over the syllabus, reading the announcement, getting familiar with these items about our course shell, there's a quiz at the very bottom of that folder that is over the Music 100 syllabus and our course shell. And these are just basic questions I ask you about what you've learned, where to locate things, the policies I have in the course, and so forth. It's a real easy quiz. You have until this Saturday evening to complete it, and I'm giving you to Saturday evening for a purpose. So all students must complete it by then so I can start deciding who will need to be reported as a no-show if you did not. But if you do complete it, you have multiple attempts to take that test while it is available, and you can earn 100 points just for completing that quiz. Now, when you have taken care of all of that in the first folder, your syllabus quiz and all that is finished. Well, syllabus/course shell quiz is finished. You're going to go to the next folder. You're going to see one called Connect Access Help. Use this folder to access information on Connect issues. there are some handy folders in there that allow students to understand how they're going to access their ebook from the course shell, the Ultra Shell and Blackboard. What if students experience problems and they can't get their Connect Access working? Then McGraw-Hill has given me a lot of detailed information to pass on to all of you in this folder of how to get help, how to contact them. They can interface with your device that you're using to help find the issue that is causing all the problems. I've had to do it many times with my stuff, so that's just the way it is. That's technology. So just kind of familiarize yourself with that folder, so in case in the future you have issues, you know where to go. Now, the next one below that is our first chapter folder. You're going to find that every chapter now is set up in a big old module folder, and within it are little subfolders and documents based on the week of study. I tried to divide our chapter studies over 3-week periods, and there'll be a few that are 2-week periods. And each time some new section will open up of a chapter, and then you're expected to go read it in the ebook, do your Connect listening folder of the music that's mentioned in that, review with the notes I provided for you, and you've even got a handy study guide provided, and so forth. And so these are the things that you have there as a helpful resource, so you're not flying blind when it comes time to take a chapter test. Now, my advice to you is try to follow the schedule I give you. If I say I want you to work on these specific items for that week, then you need to go ahead and do that, and don't fall behind. If you fall behind, then you end up missing assignments. Could be like an elements of music quiz, such as like a meter quiz, a tempo quiz, a dynamics quiz, or a timbre quiz, on the tone color of instruments and so forth. You could easily miss those, and I don't deploy them all at once. They're all spread out over these next 3 weeks of study of the elements of music chapter, because it's a big chapter. And it takes time to get used to identifying and learning how to recognize when you hear these elements in music. It takes some practice, so that's why we spend 3 weeks on it. But you want to follow the guideline I've given you in the announcement, but based on our syllabus schedule, so you are gradually building on week by week your new knowledge, okay? So I do find students, when they get behind, they have all kinds of trouble. So try to stay on top of it. Now, so when you've got your Connect Access going, and remember, you've taken care of your syllabus quiz, so I don't report you as a no-show for the course, because that's a graded assignment that the college requires. So I can say, okay, this student is in good standing. They can continue on. You're going to move on to reading in the elements of music, the first section. And there's usually a little down arrow that you can click on the right-hand side, and it'll open up the folders. Now, to set up your Connect Access, you have been directed to click on a little chain link symbol with the title Elements of Music for Listening Selections. You just click on that link. I've given you just 4 pieces to listen to. That will take you over to the Connect to establish your connection. If it will not allow you to establish your connection, then you may need to go back and call the McGraw-Hill Help Desk, remember in that second folder there for Connect Access Help, and get them to troubleshoot and see what's going on. Sometimes there's an issue with the student's course charge account that they need to straighten out on their end, and so forth. I have no control over that. That's all set up when a student registers for the course. So they have to be the ones to correct it. Now, be sure when it is working, to listen to those 4 selections, because all listening folders, you're earning points. And so with this one, with just 4 pieces, you get a total of 4.12 points. Yes, you heard me right. But as we move through the semester, these listening folders will get bigger and bigger. They'll be worth more. And by the end of the semester, you should have earned 100 points just for listening to the music of our various eras. Okay. When you have finished that, you will then begin working on your first reading assignment, the elements of music. And this is going to cover the elements of rhythm, beat, meter, melody, and harmony. All right, so you're going to focus on those elements, and I have deployed the reading folders for each of those items. And you're going to read over all that and get yourself familiarized with it. And then in that folder, you're going to see that I have pulled out the lesson on meter to itself to go in there and have you review about. And then you're going to take your actual quiz over meter. Now, don't get in a panic. These quizzes are really fairly simple. You need to do all the little practice lessons I give you first, where I've filmed myself teaching the students. And then go in and take your quiz. Now, you have unlimited chances on that quiz to work towards scoring your 25 points. Just relax. It's only got a few answers in there. I think 5 or 6. It's not many. Could be as many as 7, I think. Maybe have 7. And you're just determining, it's been really simplified, either a meter or 2 or a meter or 3. And that's what you're going to work on this first week. So you're going to learn about rhythm, beat, meter, melody, and harmony. You're going to go back and review the meter lesson, and then you're going to take your first elements quiz called meter. All right? I won't quiz all of these elements. I just chose 4 that we will quiz over during our 3-week study of the Elements of Music chapter. So that's what you're to do this week to get going, get started, get yourself prepared and ready in the course, and start learning about the elements of music. All right. So if you have any problems, please feel free to email me. I'll do my best to try to answer your question or direct you to someone who can. And don't get in a panic over this stuff. These quizzes I have used from as young as 2nd graders, 3rd graders, 4th graders, and 5th graders in the public schools. So if these children can do it, ladies and gentlemen, you adults, you can do it too, because these are not hard. All right. So just relax and work on those. Don't put off working on those quizzes, or you may feel overwhelmed during the final week of study over the Elements of Music chapter. And then you're like, oh, I don't know what to do. Okay. So just don't fall behind. Get that syllabus quiz done first, as soon as possible, the first week, so you won't have to worry about it. And you won't have to listen to me constantly email you and nagging you to get it done before the deadline. All right. Have a good week.